Hello. So today we are going to present our screenwrite project that we were assigned to do. This project was made by Ang Sherpa, Aaron Buckle, James Ballantyne, and Maria Virgin. So our objectives for this project included research and design a model swing ride. By doing this, we researched YouTube videos of similar projects, trying to make a similar and functional swing ride like it. And then by doing this, we built our model ride using a PVC pipe, wood, 3D printed parts, and a 12V motor. Once our product was built, we tested the model and collected needed data for calculations. And in those calculations, we needed to find our tension, acceleration, angular, and tangential velocities, etc. So here are photos of our model. On the left, you can see is our model, our final model. And then on the right, you can see our model in motion. As you can see, it's been paused so you could identify and see the angle that it's made here. And then here we have our video that our screen ride just shows in motion. It just looks great, functions properly. We painted it, and yeah, it works pretty well. And then we needed to find our angle and known values for this product. So by doing this, we found our angle when we paused the video, and we noticed that the angle came out to be 40 degrees. And then the mass of each chair, which were 4 chairs, each of those chairs weighed 0.004 kilograms. We used the food scale to figure out the mass. And then we needed to find the weight of each chair. And by doing this, we used our equation W equals mass times gravity. And by doing that, we ended up finding our weight to be 0.03924 newtons. And then we measured our length of our string from the top here until the bottom where the string was tied, and which measured out to be 0.21844 meters. And then our top radius, which is this small r from the center until where that string was aligned with that chair, and that length came out to be 0.10668 meters. And then our total radius, which is our big R, which is from that center until where that chair made that angle, as you can see here in this picture. And we did this by summing small r plus geometry by figuring out the rest of that length, and we got that to be 0.247 meters. And then here you could see our free body diagram, our tension here, our angle, our centrifugal force, and then our weight W that's coming down. And then for our calculations, we summed up our forces in the y and the x directions. So first when we summed up our forces in the y, we needed to find tension, and we did this by using geometry, and we used our angle that we found and our m, which is mass, and gravity, plugged in those values, used algebra, and we ended up finding our tension to be 0.0512 newtons. And then when we summed our forces in the x direction, we did a similar thing as well, except this time we needed to incorporate our angular velocity. And by plugging in those values, once again, we ended up getting 5.77 radians per second for our angular velocity. And then with those values that we figured out, we pretty much found our velocity, and our velocity ended up coming out to be 1.426 meters per second. And then our centrifugal acceleration, we used v squared divided by radius, total radius. And by doing this, we ended up getting 8.223 meters per second squared. So here are our biggest struggles and challenges we encountered during this project. So one of them was having a really slow and not a good functional battery. We noticed that the spinning piece was not spinning as fast as we wanted it to, so which meant that it was not going to create that angle we needed. So we got a larger battery instead, with higher RPMs to make sure our angle was able to be made. And then another challenge we had was project setup. So this included just making sure the building stage of it came out good. So just having like limited factors such as like access to materials, getting the right materials, and just having a functional product. And then a last challenge we had was combining our materials, which meant just having each of the materials that we were assigned to build or bring, to make sure it worked out. But we thought that this was going to be an easier and faster way to get the screen ride done quicker, but ended up becoming a challenge because either one of the materials just wasn't the right one or it just didn't work out, which created more challenges. Anyways, that's all our project. Thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoyed our project.